Optimism tonight that a deal will get hammered out in Washington to replace the Brent Spence Bridge.
That glimmer of hope is coming from lawmakers now, but not everyone in the tri-state feels the same way. 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee is live with reaction from local folks. Tom?
Well, cork and steel has been a fixture in Covington right down there next to the Brent Spence Bridge for decades. I can recall 15 years ago interviewing Don Corkin about a replacement. He predicted we'd still be talking in 2017, and he was right. But Ohio's Democratic U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown is trying to change that.
Cork and Steel supplies roofing products for contractors and has been in Covington for decades, right below the Brent Spence Bridge. However, Don Corkin says bottlenecks on the 50-year-old span have forced him to change the firm's business model.
We've finally decided to move our distribution here over to Cincinnati and Lincoln Heights, so to just protect ourselves. So if something does happen, we'll be at least not relying on this bridge to do our deliveries.
Fixing the Brent Spence Bridge corridor has been talked about for years. President Obama even came to town urging Congress to get it done. But now Ohio U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown plans to push hard for as much federal funding as possible for the project.
It's got to be some significant federal investment or it doesn't happen.
Corkin, for one, remains skeptical.
Because once this thing gets to Washington and they get, dealing with it back and forth, no one wants to take any responsibilities.
I understand people's skepticism because it hasn't happened. And I've only promised that I'd try. I've never promised it's going to happen right now.
The president wants to invest $1 trillion over 10 years for key infrastructure projects. The Brent Spence Bridge is one of them, and Brown senses things will be different this time.
I'm more optimistic now because you got a Republican president that says he wants to do it.
But as talks get underway on that spending, Brown says there are certain things he and other Democrats want included.
My conditions are real dollars and prevailing wage, that workers get paid a good wage, and Buy America.
Statement saying Rob supports bipartisan efforts to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, and the Brent Spence Bridge is a top priority. I also reached out to the offices of Kentucky's U.S. Senators Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell, but I have not gotten a statement or any kind of comment from them. Of course, there's going to be a lot of local dollars needed for this, not sure how much federal either. Those are all decisions coming down the pipeline sometime. Tom McKee, 9 on Your Side, live in Covington.